Welcome to Essex County College's Community Education Forum TV series. Now here's your host, Mr. Alfred Bundy.
Welcome to Essex County College's Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy, and the Executive Director for Institutional Advancement here at the college. This summer, Essex County College had the great fortune to host young people not only from the city of East Orange, but also from the city of Newark. Our first guest today will talk about those programs for youth, such an important topics. Please welcome the founder, Dr. Jamila Davis of Be the Changemakers, and Mr. David Sharp, job developer for the East Orange Mayor's Office of Employment and Training. Welcome to the forum.
Thank you.
David, let me start with you. Tell us a little bit about your East Orange Youth at Risk program.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Bundy, for having me first off. The At-Risk Youth Program, we targeted youth between the age of 18 to 25. 25 is still considered youth. And what we wanted to do was give them opportunities that, if they didn't go to college, they would be able to learn and gain some vocational skills, work on those life skills to help them keep a job. But it was really the city taking on the responsibility of developing cohorts so that we can use our internal resources to train.
Tell us about what those cohorts look like.
Well, for instance, we had three. Two was partnership with our Department of Public Works, where they provided 20 hours a day, 20 hours a week of vocational training, bobcat, jackhammers, cementing, those skill sets that they'll be able to either go into construction or maintenance if, once again, they didn't want to go to college. So we started off with 4 individuals, excuse me, and like I said, partnered with DPW, the water company, and it was a pretty successful initiative where 75% of them got hired under 25 full time.
Tell me this, you have something called the Urban Gateway Program?
Yes.
Is that the beautifying of the city, or tell us what goes on?
Yes, that's a grant we get from the Department of Transportation, and what it is they give us money to beautify the entryways into the city of East Orange. So what we did was we gathered about 10 youth, basically high school, for the summer. It's usually during the summer. And we went around and did things like remove graffiti. We did a lot of trash collecting. They didn't like that, but they did learn an appreciation for littering.
And that's so important for our cities to look clean and beautiful. And that's what makes people feel welcome. Let me go to you, Dr. Davis. You're involved with young people, both Newark and East Orange. Tell us about what you did this summer. And I know you were here at the college for one of your programs.
So it's all about opportunities and access. So we wanted to give our kids an experience that they would remember that would be impactful. So we're so grateful for Essex County. Students from East Orange got a chance to actually visit. You guys gave them a state-of-the-art tour. Many of them left saying that they felt like they found some place that they could actually go to. It was within their means and reach. And then we had the program that we did with our Newark students here for 3 weeks, and that was a youth entrepreneurship program.
Wow.
Where students gain skills to learn how to start businesses now, even as teens.
Now, what type of businesses did some of these young people come up with?
They were creative. One came up with a luggage company.
Okay.
That was just different. We had several clothing lines.
Nice.
We had some beauty businesses, photography businesses, comic books.
Now, what happened? Are these folks making money? What are they doing?
Yes, they are making money. Actually, Miss Lauren Hill, Essex County native, she just gave them the opportunity to have a pop-up shop at the Prudential Center.
Wow.
So these kids got to take the skill set that they learned this summer, and they got their products together, and they took them and they were vending for people. What was that? At least 20,000 people, and they sold out.
Now, was Lauren performing?
Yes.
What was going on? Okay, because people know her from the food.
Yes, it was the
her own success.
The Lauren Hill 25th anniversary.
Nice.
And she wanted to give the students. She had saw the students actually at SWEP, which was in East Orange. She came out to their in finale, and she was the special guest.
And let's make sure we clear what SWEP is. That's the Summer
The summer,
Work Experience Program, am I correct?
yes, he can speak
Is
to
that right,
that. That's
Is that right,
he's
David?
orange.
Yes,
That's
that is.
exactly what it is. And of course, you know, you're taking me back, because, we had part of the Fugees here.
Oh, did you?
On this show, yeah. We talked to them about, their 25th anniversary and all that is going. Lauren wasn't here, but we had parts of them. So, you helping to connect us, all folks from Essex County.
Yes.
That's great. Let's talk about what on-campus summer program was for what we call a Safe Summer Academy.
Yes.
Is that what that's called? So let me understand that.
So that was the Newark Office of Violence Prevention.
Okay.
They provided the funding for this particular initiative.
All right.
And it gave at-risk students access to higher education, which was so, to be able to come on the compound here. Many of them were like, wow. And it was actually breathtaking because one of our counselors from programming here actually got an opportunity, you yourself.
I met that young man, and I hope he's going to school and doing well.
Now he is enrolled because you helped him get enrolled as a student here.
Absolutely.
So again, he's from Newark. Local natives, when they get to see it, they know that they can actually be it. So that's why programs like this is super
Dr.
important.
Davis, I can feel you. I know you're a real change maker. Before we go, both of you, I need y'all to just give me one quick thought, idea you want young people to always know when they deal with East Orange. What do you want young people to know?
I want young people to know that in the city of East Orange, Mayor Green is committed to training, educating, and giving young people an opportunity to succeed, whether they want to go into plumbing, electrical, medical, or any other industry. We are going to give them opportunity to learn some skills.
That's awesome, man. Certainly when I saw Ted last week, or the mayor last week, we had a great conversation just about that. And Dr. Davis, what do you want young people to know? What's that kind of?
I want young people to know nothing is impossible and dreams do come true. And you can start small places to large places, but you have to actually take action. And here at Essex County, you guys have so many phenomenal programs where students can access them and get an opportunity now.
I can't say enough, listen, we're not doing enough for our young people, so we are very grateful and thankful for the work that both of you do, in lifting our young people.
It's passion.
Fantastic. I just want to thank you, Dr. Davis. I want to thank you, Mr. Sharp,
Thank
for
you.
all that you do.
Thank you.
Don't you go anywhere. We will be right back.
Whether it's jump-starting a new career or working toward your degree, Essex County College provides access and opportunities to succeed. ECC offers biology, engineering, computer science, nursing and health sciences, criminal justice, business, liberal arts, supply chain management, and social science in-demand programs. Learn more today about Essex County College. Students first.
Welcome back to Essex County College's Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. Our next guest is the Vice President of Essex County College's Student Government Association. I'm proud to welcome Mark Anifowose.
Yes.
Hey, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Your homeland is?
Nigeria.
Tell us a little bit about what you did there. Did you go to school there?
Yes, I did. I went to a military school in Nigeria. It was Command Secondary School.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. And how long you been here in the United States?
For about 6 years, 6.5.
And tell me, what made you pick Essex County College? How did you come to go to school here?
So I was working for a company, and there were like a group of engineers there, and they were like, "Oh, have you considered any other options?" Because I was young at that time, and they recommended like going to school since I love engineering, and I looked through it, it was expensive. So Essex was the,
It made sense
it
financially.
makes a financial.
Now, you said you were young at that time. I don't think you're that old now. How old are you in your senior
I was
years?
21 years.
Oh, you're 21 years old. Okay, you're still quite young. But anyway, let me congratulate you on being the Essex County College's Student Government Vice President. Tell us, what's the Vice President do? I mean,
Aside with assisting the president, I manage the Interclub Council, and that's every club at Essex combined.
okay, that's right. We have quite a bit of clubs. Let's talk about it. I know we have like a chess club.
Chess, yeah.
Name some of the clubs.
Yeah, chess, anime, Tex, Glams Club, 360 Arts Club, A few clubs.
Okay.
We have a math club also.
Are you involved in any of the clubs?
Yes, I am involved in Tech's Club.
And what does a text club do?
Yeah, so it's technology, engineering, and computer science. So right now they're working on a cement canal and a drone. So yeah,
They're going to create their own drone.
Yeah, their own drone, and it's going to be interesting. With
Okay, now when
legs
the
and all
drone's
that.
finished, you gotta let us know, because we actually use drones in some of our production, because when we do external aerial shots, we actually use a drone to do that, so, for our television taping. Tell me what your major is and, you know.
Oh yeah, I am an engineering major, specifically aeronautical engineering. So I will be taking mechanical now, and then once I transfer out of Essex, I'll be majoring in
So you're going to aerospace, or you're going to work on aerospace?
Yes.
Are you going to be an astronaut?
No, so I'll be working on planes, like designing them and
Okay.
making them more fuel efficient.
Well, we need that. That's real important. Anybody who flies, we're concerned about the safety always of. And yeah, you said after you transfer, talk to me a little bit about what that looks like.
So right now I'm still leaving my options open. There are a few schools in New Jersey. I think Rutgers as an aerospace program. For NGIT, it's like mixed, like mechanical and aerospace. But I'm looking outside options, like better schools that are going to be research based. So yeah, like MIT, Princeton.
Nice.
Is a pretty good school.
Nice, nice. Hey, well, you know, listen, we want you to do that. Now, you know about our Jack Kent Cook Scholarship
Yes,
program?
I
Want
do.
to make sure you apply and hopefully get those dollars, and you know, you can go to Princeton or wherever else you'd like to go. So that's really important. Tell us what the student government does in general, just so we make sure everybody understands what the SGA is all
So
about.
the student government, we represent the student body, and we relay whatever information or concerns that the students have to the student life office. So we kind of let them know, hey, we're here to help you out. We have an understanding of the problems you're facing, and we can explain them better to the student.
Okay, and you're kind of like advocates for students.
Yeah, advocates,
correct?
yeah.
Very well. What's the number one issue now that the student government's concerned about?
So right now we're working on letting the students know that we're here to serve them, and like the last administration, they did a good job, but they never really expressed or showed student what the SGA is. So that's what we did in the forum, where we kind of introduced PowerPoint slides.
Well, you're a good politician, because you're making sure that you didn't offend the last group. Now, I heard that one of the main issues you were making sure was that the cafeteria is
Yes.
going to be open and that's going to have great food. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
because we had a college-wide council meeting, and, you know, that was expressed at that meeting by some of the students, and certainly the student body does need to know that you guys are checking on it, and you meet with our president and talk about it, you meet with the dean of students and talk about it, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but more importantly, they also need to know this, the cafeteria will be opening real soon.
Yes.
Anybody walks by can see the renovations, and it's gonna be beautiful,
Yes.
when it opens. Share with me, how do you see yourself, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What's the future look like?
I don't even know what I see myself in 2 days from now.
Oh, wow.
But it's totally fine. 5 years from now, I would say I would be working under a company that is like I have a mentor under a company and actually learning from them. I look to like consult for aerospace industries, because right now airplanes are going in the electrical, so actually getting companies to actually convert from combustion to
Yeah,
electric.
yeah, electrification is taking over everything,
Yes.
including even planes
Yes.
and going to aerospace. Now, let me ask you something, is anybody out there that you're watching, we got a lot of, we got people going to the moon and all kind of stuff like that. Is this in your vision, or?
Going to the moon, no, but getting to actually be sufficient here on Earth, like getting ours, like acquiring sufficiency is what we need to. It's okay for people to actually go to space, but sometimes we get a little too carried away when we don't actually focus on Earth and we're trying to.
A lot of movies out there about that,
Yes.
a lot, and looking at this next universe or the next new land. Okay, any of that interest you in some of these movies that are out there? Because there's like a lot of movies.
Yeah, there is. Right now, There's one called Oppenheimer. It's a pretty new movie.
Yeah,
It's like
saw
the
it.
nuclear war. It was pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, he was a brilliant, awesome guy. You know, it was a lot of politics in that film too, if you noticed. Okay. Yeah. Now, by the way, did you catch it on IMAX? Because I went to IMAX to see
I went
it.
to theater.
Oh, well, IMAX a little bit. You gotta go to IMAX. It has so many great sound effects. Listen, I'm gonna let you go now. If somebody wants to contact the student government, somebody wants to reach out to you as an officer, what are they gonna do? How do they contact the office?
They can contact the SGA at SGA@essex.edu, or they can contact me at MANIFOWO@essex.edu.
Thank you, Mark. We will be right back. But before we go, take a look at Essex County College's Alumni Corner and meet Yalitza Perez, class of 2019. Essex County College made a difference in her life, and she's now making a difference in the world. Check her out. Welcome back to Essex County College Community Education Forum. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy, and our next guest is the publisher and CEO of Positive Community Magazine, celebrating their 25th anniversary this year. Please welcome Adrian Council Sr. Welcome to the forum.
Thank you, Al. We're glad to be here. Thank
Tell
you again.
a little bit, how did you start?
Gene Wells, my business partner, co-founder of the publication, started the magazine when we were working at Inner City Broadcasting, WBLS and WLID.
And I remember you from back there. You were a salesperson.
I was in sales and advertising, and Gene also in sales and advertising. We were respectively general sales managers for the radio station.
Wow. Now, where is the magazine distributed? You have kind of a special niche. Tell us about that.
Well, we have what we call, the churches actually purchase the magazines in bulk, and on page 7 of any of our issues, you'll see the great roll call to progress. So you'll see churches that carry the publication, they purchase it at $1.50 a copy, and they buy up enough to give to their congregations. And so we're not waiting on the newsstands for people to purchase it. We're not heavily single subscription driven. We're bulk subscription.
And where are you based at?
We're based out of Montclair, New Jersey.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you actually have several states that this magazine goes to. Tell us a little bit about that.
We are distributed throughout the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area. We're as far north as Connecticut. Okay. We're in Bridgeport, Connecticut. We're as far south as Bridgeton, New Jersey. And we are in the Philadelphia region, the greater South Jersey region, and of course, New York, New Jersey, and all 5 boroughs, including Staten Island.
Fantastic. Now, compared to a more traditional magazine, you have even a broader platform for distribution. Talk to us about that.
Well, the fact of the matter is that we touch the lives of many people. And so, like, for example, when we did the Calvin Butts Memorial Tribute issue, people just grabbed it. They wrapped it in plastic and put it next to their Bibles. It was just that important to them. So people also, they pass them around throughout the country.
I think the main area of concentration is so often the black community, the black church. Am I correct?
The African American faith community.
I remember when the magazine came out, even at my church, people were saying that the preachers would be at the pulpit. Now, wait a minute, put the magazine down so we can hear our sermons.
That's right. That's right. And so, no, the publication is distributed on Sundays when the churches are open. And so, yes, they hold it. The churches usually hold it back until when people are leaving.
Right. Yeah. So I know you mentioned Calvin Butts, and we certainly miss him. Mm-hmm. Share with us some of the other high-profile people who have graced your magazine.
I think that Reverend Dr. Calvin O. Butts III probably was our most frequent cover. Then Sheila Oliver. We did Sheila Oliver about 3 or 4 times. The mayor, Ross J. Baraka. And Reverend Al Sharp.
Okay, fantastic. They're some great people. One of the things I want to say is that you all annually have a certain type of recognition award. Just briefly tell us about those awards.
Okay, in recognition of January 1st, 1863, which is the Emancipation Proclamation when it was signed. It's a wartime maneuver, but in the African American community, we kind of look at it as a cultural and spiritual
We
event.
call it Emancipation Day.
So we call it the Great Emancipation.
Great event.
That's right. So we host the Great Emancipation, Great American Emancipation Day Awards Banquet, and this year, coming in 2024, on the 24th of February, we're going to be doing it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people you're going to recognize briefly?
Yeah, we recognize Robert Cool Bell, Cool and the Gang. We recognize Dionne Warwick. So many people. There's just so many names.
I think you're talking about recognizing Noble.
This year we're looking to recognize the National Organization of Blacks in Law Enforcement,
Fantastic.
which is Noble. Also the New Garden State jurisdiction of the Church of God in Christ, Bishop William T. Calhoun.
Did you mention NAN?
And National Action Network is another one that we're going to be honoring. And Imhotep, radio legend, Imhotep Gary Bird.
Oh my goodness, I remember Gary Bird. He was something else. Now we don't have much time, but before we go, and you mentioned Sheila Oliver, also one of our great alumnus, also passed along with Sheila Oliver. Senator Rice, just briefly share a word or two about what Senator Rice meant to this community. We haven't had a chance to pay tribute.
Yeah, we really didn't have a chance to, but this is where we see Senator Ron Rice. Whenever we called him, Gene or myself, whenever we called, he always returned the call promptly. Whatever the situation is, he always said, I'm going to work on it.
He really was a champion, a lion for many issues in the black community, and we're so proud that he went to Essex County College. So he's one of our great alumni.
No, he was a real flag bearer for us. We appreciate it.
And of course, many of us watched on TV, and some of us had, were able to be there in person for the past homegoing for Sheila Oliver, who had an amazing kind of ceremony at the cathedral here in Newark and stuff. But what did Sheila Oliver mean?
Well, Sheila Oliver was just an encourager. I mean, whenever, like for the Emancipation Day Awards banquet, she would at least purchase a table so that young people and people who can't otherwise afford to come would be there. She was just always a cheering the positive community on. Whenever she saw us in the room, she would always give us a shout out. And we just appreciate just her love and support and encouragement over the years.
Sheila Oliver just meant so much to not just your magazine, but the whole state.
We look forward to doing a special tribute in the November issue for her.
And even all of us here at Essex County College, her and Senator Rice, just two legends, in their own time here. Very. Before we go, if someone wants to get the magazine, I understand you also have a radio program. Talk to us very briefly before we go, how some people should also connect to get to.
Oh yeah, you can connect. You can just reach out to the Positive Community. Our phone number is 973-233-9200.
And
you can also reach me, Adrian at thepositivecommunity.com.
How about your radio?
Man, the radio station is something else. We are programming the best of our music 24/7, streaming live, Positive Community Radio. It is absolutely the best mixture of our own classic music as well as the newest music that's coming out. We're really happy and proud that it's actually our fastest growing platform.
Well, Adrian, I can't thank you enough for finding a few minutes to come and listen. Congratulations for 25 great years of serving not just the black community, but our whole state.
Oh, the whole, yes.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Adrian. You have been watching Essex County College Community Education Forum. For more information on Essex County College, visit our website at essex.edu. Catch any of our community education forum shows, check us out on Facebook or YouTube. I'm your host, Alfred Bundy. We'll see you next time.